Hello.
Hello there.
How are you this
I'm
evening?
doing very well. Thank you. Um, we are here for yet another Thursday night tete-a-tete with Commands and Colors. I hope you are ready for a fine battle this evening, and welcome to anyone watching this after the fact on the YouTube. I got a question for you. Did you like the Avengers?
It was okay.
Well, then you'll kind of think this one's pretty okay too, because in many ways this is a story about the Avengers, and we've got a lot to cover tonight as usual. But I've got my note cards here, just like David Letterman. So I am going to endeavor to tell you a story and keep you riveted to the edge of your seat. This scenario tonight is 222. It's the Angrivarii Rampart, or the Angrivarii Wall, and it takes place in the year 16 AD, which, for the astute of you who have been keeping track of our dates, is 7 years removed from the last two scenarios, the Teutoburger Wall, which Peter did such an excellent research on. And we saw that that one was an ignominious defeat for the Romans under Varus and our antagonist again this evening, Arminius. So the Germanic tribes are still a thing, and we'll remember that in that battle, as we will remember, this is one of the worst defeats suffered by the Romans at the hands of the Germanic tribes. And this one is going to be politically sort of an extension of that. And as usual, we've got some political background that we need to cover tonight. So, to set the stage for our battle this evening, in the year 13, one of our principals tonight that we see here on the map, Germanicus. Germanicus is an honorific name that was given to him sort of after all of this took place, but this is how we will refer to him tonight. His full name is Germanicus Claudius Julius Caesar, and that he's actually from the Claudius family, and he is the adopted son of the current emperor as of this date in 16 Tiberius. Now, to take a step back from that, in the year 13, when Augustus, who was, as we know, the nephew of Julius Caesar himself, and he took on the name Augustus, he's still emperor, and he's in his last few years, and he will actually die in the year 14, so 1 year later. And there is some question as to whether he died of natural causes, or perhaps he was nefariously done in by his wife Livia, poisoned perhaps. But that always makes for a good story in history. Well, in 13, he actually he was kind of keeping an eye on his own assumed heir and adopted son Tiberius. So we've got sort of two adoptions here. We've got Tiberius, who's the adopted son of Augustus, and Germanicus Julius Caesar, who is the adopted son and perhaps heir of Tiberius. He's worked his way up. He's a rising star in the military, and he becomes proconsul over two of the parts of the Germanicus, Germania Inferior and Germania Superior, and all of Gaul. So he is in a military position of quite a lot of responsibility. He also controls 8 legions, which is about a third of the entire Roman army at that time. So obviously, there's a lot of confidence put into this young man. Well, he's made proconsul in 13, and in 14, as we mentioned, Augustus dies, and Tiberius will now become the emperor. He's crowned by the Senate with the laurel wreath on the 17th of September in the year 14 AD. And one of the first things he does is he sends his adopted son to Germania. And he says it's time to quell some of these problematic Germans that we've had up there. And one of the other potential benefits in addition to putting down all of the tribes and finally dealing with them on that northern border is there's still the factor of those missing standards, the missing eagles that Varus lost when he was defeated. So he takes 8 legions, his 8 legions with him, and marches into Germania. And he succeeds early on in suppressing many of these tribes. As we'll see tonight, Arminius is still a powerful tribal leader there, and he commands several of the factions and brings them together. And And the story tonight, what we've seen in the past, in many of our scenarios, is that we have scant information. Well, tonight we have quite detailed information about this. This comes from the Annals of Tacitus, and there's actually references to specific chapters about. This is sort of two parts of an extended battle. The first battle took place early in the year, and it was at the battlefield along the Weser River in modern-day Germany. That battlefield was the Idiovisto River battlefield, and the Romans completely massacred Arminius and his forces at that one. It was almost a knockout blow. I mean, they defeated them, they drove them from the field, and once again, as per usual, no quarter was given, and the slaughter was enormous. They probably thought that was the end of it. Those Germanic tribes were moving towards the Elbe River, and they were going to cross, and they were just going to be gone from the scene. But the Romans did something which so infuriated these tribes. They created a large monument to Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn by building this huge honor on the battlefield. And word of that got around to these tribes, and they were enraged. They were enraged to the point where, to the lowliest child and elder, they took up arms and they rushed at the Romans. Of course, this is with Tacitus's words, so it's quite flowery. But the point is made that this had an effect on the populace. They were more incensed than even the grievous wounds that they suffered in battle. So the second part of this is where we are tonight with the Angrivarii. This wall was a historic dividing boundary between two tribes, and Arminius assembles the forces here, and he attempts to rush Germanicus and perhaps win a counterattack in the second battle, because this time it's going to work, right? So as we see in the layout here, he's got most of his forces along this large earthenwork, and he's got his cavalry and a lot of the lighter units in the forest there. And I'm actually going to read this portion of the Annals. It's brief, but it covers essentially the setup of this. Quote, "That sight caused keener grief and rage among the Germans than their wounds," speaking about the large monument that was put up, "their mourning and their losses. Those who but now were preparing to quit their settlements and to retire to the further side of the Elbe longed for battle and flew to arms. Common people and chiefs, young and old, rushed on the Roman army and spread disorder. At last they chose a spot closed in by a river and by forests, within which was a narrow swampy plain. The woods, too, were surrounded by a bottomless morass. Only on one side of it the Angrivarii had raised a broad earthwork, as a boundary between themselves and the Cherusci. Here their infantry was ranged. Their cavalry they concealed in neighboring woods, so as to be on the legion's rear, as soon as they entered the forest." Well, Germanicus is a lot more tactically sound than Varus was. He knew the lay of the land. He figured with the woods off to the right that's an ambush was being planned. So he did not fall for that sucker's bet. He did not send forces directly in to get flanked. What he did was he took many of these auxilia we see here on his left flank, and he had them sort of at the edge of the woods to keep an eye on and to keep those forces from flying out of the woods at them. And eventually what he did was he took all of his forces and he did make a frontal assault, and the first assault was repulsed. They got in there, and because the forces on the walls were able to, stab down at them with their long spears, they repulsed the first Roman attack. And then the second one actually did break through, and at that point it became a rout against the Germans. They fled in disorder, and Arminius and his forces just kind of evaporated into the woods. And what did the Romans do again? They set up a large memorial, or an honorary monument, to Tiberius and to Jupiter and Mars and Saturn. So, not having learned their lesson, they erected another monument to the new emperor, and in celebration of their defeat against Arminius. And one of the other boons of this was they managed to recover 2 of the 3 lost standards. So 2 of those golden eagles were returned to Rome. And rather than pursuing these forces, Germanicus decides to go into winter quarters on the side of the river here. And he's going to plan for a spring engagement to finally finish them off. However, he is recalled back to Rome by Tiberius, and that ends the story. This will be the sort of the last gasp. This is the last engagement that Rome on this scale will have against the Germans or the Germanic tribes until the 4th or 5th century, towards the end of the fall, towards the fall of Rome, when the Huns come through and meld with them. So that is our battle tonight. And looking at this on commandsandcolors.net, we see that surprisingly, it's very balanced based on the information that's provided back. It looks like it's about 49-51. So I'm very curious at what kind of a knockdown dragout it will be tonight. Why don't you tell us about the War Council?
The war council for this is pretty straightforward. The Roman player, there's only we'll have 6 command cards, and we'll get to go first. The Germanic tribes will have 5 command cards. We're playing to 6 victory banners. Few special rules. The river there on the right-hand side is impassable. The Marius Legion's rule, as always, is in effect. And our special victory condition for the night, the Roman player gains 1 banner for each rampart hex a Roman unit occupies and holds, to a maximum of 2 banners gained in this manner.
Yes, once again, dangling that shiny object right there to get you to do what the historical attack was. We will see if either one of us falls for that.
I guess as the Roman player, I guess I will draw my cards first. Not that it really matters in our virtual deck. Oh, there you go.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got the winning hand right here.
Oh yeah, so do I. I got 4. Let's see what the 5th card is. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. All right. Well, I will let you. I will let you take the lead here.
All right. So.
And as always, good luck.
Indeed. Let's see if the Romans can get some measure of revenge tonight. We'll activate these 4 units here. We'll throw our poems. Yes.
No. All right, that's 1 hit.
That's it. That's all I got.
Well, you want to check that leader?
Oh, yeah, I guess I should.
Ooh.
He's fine.
Shake it off, baby. Well, that's not a great start. Let's do 2 on the left.
Who's baiting who, I wonder.
Who is zooming who? Alright. So, let's see what these warriors perhaps can do against that light.
Let's see. Because they're going to evade.
Alright, so 4 dice with green circles only. That was a good evade. Okay, that is all.
Coordinate an attack. We'll fire our war machine first. That's 2 dice, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Nothing. Follow up with these mediums. Oh!
Oof.
Oh! Oh!
Right, well, we take the hit, and we get to ignore 1 of those, but we cannot ignore the other 2. So we have to take, wow, this is going to be pretty grievous. Okay, 1. He has 1 more he cannot make, so he takes another hit. And then 2 more he cannot make. Well done, sir.
That was lucky.
3 banners will always take care of it. As we've seen time and time again. Okay, let's do this. Let's do a line command. Probably foolhardy, but let's do it anyway.
Quite the
It is
line.
quite the line. Go there, and there. Alright, so we have some range combat first. Target them with 1 die. And we get a hit. Continue the attack with these on the mediums. So 4 dice with leader bonus. And wipe them out. And these auxilia down here. Take 1 shot at those mediums with 1 die. Getting nothing. Okay.
Okay. Those 2 into battle. Right. 4 dice here with leader support.
It is a wipeout.
That barbarian. Nice fine.
He is fine. Okay.
Guess we'll throw their plumes. I get to ignore
I
that.
do.
Crazed warriors that you are. Simple spears not going to cow you.
Let's do 3 in any section. Leadership +3. Do those. Go there. There. And there. Okay. Let's start here against these mediums with the warriors. It'll be 4 dice plus leader bonus. Getting 2 hits.
Bonding in kind. A hit and 2 retreats.
We can ignore both of those, for we are warriors who are supported. So, alright, take that hit. Okay. Guess we'll do... Yeah, we'll do this against the mediums again. So 4 dice plus leader bonus. And get a wipeout. They will advance and then attack that target. Go after the auxilia in the middle there. So another 4 dice plus leader. Get 3 hits. Get
1 back.
Right. And then these auxilia that moved, they will just throw spears at that same target. So 1 die. And nothing. Alright.
No longer have 4 linked hexes. Only have 3. Jerk.
You're welcome. I'm not a slinger.
Right. Going after your warriors there with my leader. 4 dice.
Another one.
As a leader, I will take that advance and press the attack. 4 dice on your auxilia. Get 2.
Okay. And we'll give you 3 back with leader. Just 1.
Actually, let me make my leader check, and then you can make yours.
All right, and here's
Good.
my leader. There you go.
So you got
just 1 hit.
1 sword. And they will follow up with 4 dice on the same target.
Got him.
Leader hit. Oh, that's 2. But he's fine.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay. Well, let's do a counterattack. So we will inspire our units there on that side. Go there. Okay. So we'll start here with 3. Ah, very nice. A hit.
1 hit.
And a retreat.
That's.
I got a retreat, which I have to take.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're down a number, so.
Okay. Okay, well, glad you used that. Go ahead and draw your card. Okay, so now these guys will take up the mantle and see if we can get 4 dice plus leader bonus. And we get 1 hit. Whew.
3.
3 back.
Oh, make your leader check.
Yeah, leader check first. You're good.
So I got 3, and here's my leader check. You're good.
Hit, hit, hit. There we go. All right. Okay, and then these guys will throw at them. So 1 die. Getting nothing. All right. Bloody. Very bloody.
Indeed. Well, those 3 units that don't seem to want to highlight. So. Four dice on those warriors.
This could be it.
Leader check.
Falls back.
Four dice on that auxilia.
3 hits in a retreat.
Oops.
It's not looking good. Not at all. Oh, I better use this now while I can. Darken this guy from the ramparts there. He's the only one that's got a shot. So he will rain missile fire down on your mediums. So we'll have 2 dice first. Nothing. Come on. Give me 2 triangles. I'll take 1 triangle.
But more importantly,
Let's do that leader check. Oh, so close.
so close.
And that is all.
Four dice.
Put them away.
across the rampart. So you get to ignore a sword, right?
Sword and a flag.
Okay.
Ooh,
Not leader
not
hit.
the leader hit. Well done. Well done.
Wow. It's just crazy. It's all I got were right cards. I have 2 order light troop cards and a rally,
Yeah.
and I just pulled a mounted charge,
Yeah. I
which
have a mounted charge as well,
so
but with the horses hemmed in back there, it was of limited value. And
I was really wanting to get that left side of my battle force into the fray. Just Romans with warriors. I was so excited.
right,
But
right. Yeah, yeah. This one, I think I should have let you.
I just had some hot dice.
Well, I should have let you come to the rampart. Sending him out ahead of the rampart was not the wisest idea. Especially, I'm never going to be able to go toe to toe with a solid, constant Roman 4 dice medium unit all the time. I mean, because the warriors, you sapped all 3 of the warriors first, so they really were not working to their full effectiveness. Uh, so yeah, this was. I think this one's a lesson in patience, and I was just impatient for the Germanics, so I should have just wait, let them come to you. But
It's because we're building those temples to
that's
Mars.
right. I was
Just crawl.
enraged. Flames were coming out of my ears. All right. Well, I'll take 5 minutes and put these flames out from my ears, and we'll switch sides. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
We are back for round number 2. I'm taking the Romans now. Hopefully, I can win a decisive 6-2 win on this one. Maybe. But I have a feeling you will make smarter choices than I.
It all comes down to the cards
And the dice.
and the fury of Germanicus.
That's right. It says, I've got to prove myself. All right, so I'm taking 6 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have my 6 cards. And the cards are definitely telling me something. Are they saying things to you too?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they're telling me to do something stupid.
Right. I think mine are too. So
We're going to ignore these.
I think you made a very wise opening move. I think with 3 units on the right. So let's honor that, and we'll do. I think we'll do that. So we'll do these 3. So these guys will go here. And horses will go 3. Okay, and this heavy war machine is going to shoot a large bolt at the leader's shiny helmet there on the wall with 2 dice. And get nothing for his troubles. So that is all.
Or some light troops. Order up to 5. I have 6 currently. From the safety of the Vold, I shall throw a spear at you, sir.
Pew!
You get nothing.
Huh. Okay. Well, clearly they want to come play, so we'll play. Do these 3 right here. Send these lights to there. These auxilia to there, and these crazy Roman warriors to there.
No doubt conscripted and loyal Germanic tribes
They have forgotten
are the
themselves.
service of the Roman evil.
That's right. Alright, so we'll start with these lights on your lights. Attacking into the woods, of course, is capped at 2 dice, and attacking out of the woods is 2 dice. So there's really no harm, no foul. What would you like to do? I have leadership, though.
You do have leadership. I'll stick it out.
Okay, so 2 dice coming at you with leader. And we get a hit.
Retaliate with 2. Get nothing.
Okay. And these auxilia will attack your auxilia in the woods with 2 dice plus leader bonus. And force nothing at all. And you send me running back. Alright, and then my warriors here will attack with 2 dice into the woods plus leader. And we get a hit.
As do we.
Potentially hit my leader. Ugh.
That's what you get for turning on your brothers.
Dude!
Revenge! Wow. All right.
Yeah. 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 Fine. Well done, sir. Well done. Okay. Well, that does change things. All right. Back to you, lucky bastard.
The guys on the wall are going to stay, so it'll be these 3 in the woods here. So attacking out of the woods to your lights, what would they like to do?
They will stay.
All right. 2 dice. They don't have the option of staying anymore.
Yes.
Get 2 dice at your warriors.
Seriously? What goat did you sacrifice tonight? 1, 2, and 1, 2.
2 dice on that auxilia.
We'll give you 2 right back with leader bonus. 2 hits. I will counterattack that and activate
Maybe more light troops.
6 light troops of my own.
We've got quite a few light troops to activate too.
All right. Okay. We'll do these lights first against your lights.
We'll stand.
Okay, 2 dice. There you go.
Ooh, that was a mistake.
I think we will take that ground, even though we can't attack again. It'd be nice to have that forest. All right. Let's do the auxilia first. 2 dice against your auxilia. Nothing. Man, you're hot tonight. All right. So this one there, 2 dice. Nothing. Wow. Proving that even I can screw up with the Romans. All right.
So I got a new job this week in construction. I'm the flag man.
Yeah, you're the flag man. Alright, I'm going to throw one die at these auxilia on the wall that they'll probably get to ignore anyway. Nah, nothing. And then one at this guy. Nothing. Do you have a barn that you could build? Perhaps I could hit the broad side of it. Back to you.
I wish I didn't roll so many flags. I'm going to play this. Activate 5 medium troops. We'll move here. So we'll move down there. There. Go there. All right. Going after your lights with 4 dice.
They are going to evade. Yeah.
What's with these flags? Going after your auxilia, now with some leader support and 4 dice.
Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 3 hits. Okay. 3 back. Get a hit. We commence a whittling.
I'll take that retreat. Heck my ramparts. All right. Over here in the woods. Trying to ambush your lights, the trees.
Yeah, well, it's 2. Let's see. If you get 4 hits, I mean, you get 2 flags. Can you get 2 more flags? Can you? I'm going to stand.
And get 1 flag.
Flag man.
I think I'm done.
Now, you could advance after that one, since I did not evade, if you wish.
No.
Okay. You sure?
Come on. Seriously?
I do not want to hear about it at all.
Take a screenshot of this.
Uh-huh.
So you can flash it up on the screen
Fine.
and share my pain.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to counterattack that so that I may move 6 medium troops. Okay. So. One to there. There. Okay. You know what? Yeah. That's fine. Okay. So, we have some attacking to do here. Go against these warriors here with 4 dice. Get 3 hits.
4 dice for now. 2 hits. And you are supported.
I am supported. 2 hits. Okay. And I will take that retreat. These guys will throw their pullum at the same target. 1 die. Miss. And these guys will throw at that one. 1 die. Nothing. Alright.
Those 3 units. Going after your auxilia with 4 dice and leader support.
Okay.
Ah, we're good. Nothing nice.
Okay. Cards are telling me to be stupid, so I'll be stupid.
You should dare to be stupid.
What did I say? 1, 2,
Dare to be
3,
stupid.
4. Okay. 1, 2. Into the breach. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're going to do this one first against your auxilia to get around that rampart. So it's going to be 4 dice from those medium cav. We get 2 hits and a retreat. They will...
Yeah, for the entire turn.
Yep. They will advance, come back, attack these warriors with 4 dice. 2 hits.
Ported and a warrior, so we get to ignore that flag. 4 dice for now.
3 hits. Okay. They will see if they can't finish them. 4 dice. They do. We'll advance and battle again. 4 dice again. Yeah, forcing 1 retreat.
Okay, so a retreat. That's going to take me down
To 1.
Now, since I'm cornered, I get to fight back.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Alright, that takes him out. Alright, and then these guys will get just 1 die against that medium, or that warrior. Nothing. Okay. It's pretty costly.
Those 4. Oh, come on, Arminius, you're coming too. Three dice with leader support on your auxilia.
Damn. I'm not even going to get to 2.
Yes.
Go ahead. And well done. Look at you tonight, man. 12 banners to 3. Look at that. 9 more for your total. Some pretty hot dice. That was...
I should go. I'm going to go when we're done here. I'll run up to the convenience store and I'm buying myself a lotto ticket.
You should buy a lottery ticket. Wow.
So the reason why I was just groaning and screaming is all the other cards I have in my hand. Center. 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 Center.
Oh, may I see? I will see that. Left, 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 and the 2 other left that I used already, and then a heavy troop. So yeah, it was exasperating. I mean, luckily I had the counterattacks. I had 2 of those, so getting to use those on your big strategy cards was nice. But I fumbled both of these away. I made some. I thought the medium cav thing, getting into that breach, would be handy, but I I got greedy, and the follow up is always worse because every single time they were in a position where the retreat was blocked, and I know better. You know better. I know you, and I know better. But we still do it because it's so tempting, just to just for the quest of getting one more block, one more unit. I should have pursued and finished the Auxilia, but I didn't, and that was pretty costly. That was very, very costly. So what else do we think about this one? To be frank, I'm glad that we're almost done with the barbarians. I want some Roman civil war here pretty soon. Legions fighting legions seems like it's a little more even-handed.
It's hard to say. Like I said, I just had a really hot streak tonight with dice rolls. It feels like this one is a bit more balanced than the last two we fought. I was trying to exercise that patience you alluded to in the first battle and not leave that rampart, but all the cards I was getting was like, move the guys in the center. I'm like, I don't want to move the guys in the center, so I was trying every card I could play to work on my right flank.
Right.
And see if I can't leverage Arminius, but because where he starts in the back, that was a little hard for me too to get him down in there. Being stuck in the woods and limiting those rolls to do dice are great, especially since I got lucky and took out your leader. So if I could have gotten Arminius down there quicker, and getting that extra die face in there, that would have been fantastic. But
4 out of the 6 cards that I drew right from the beginning were left flank, and that's when I went, ugh. And then you, for your first move, started advancing through the woods, and I said, well, maybe this won't be so bad, other than the fact that I said, you did that, and I immediately marched up there with my leader, and of course, all these wonderful units, warriors, capped at 2 dice, that's terrible. And then when you pop that leader right from the get-go, I just said, oh, it's only a matter of time now. And then you pressed it and got the warriors in there, and it was just, I could never get anything going, even though I had a handful of left cards. Now I'm scrambling, But I do like this one. It does seem quite balanced, but it's very prone to, if you make one or two costly mistakes with the cards that you've got, then it seems to crumble very fast. I mean, we played both of these tonight. We're hitting the 1 hour mark right now, and you figure I did 12 or 13 minutes of setup and scenario information. So our first game, I think, was only 20 minutes, and this one was maybe 30. So we're it plays.
And we took a 5-minute break too,
yeah,
so
and it gets out of
really 40 minutes gameplay.
Right, it gets out of hand pretty quick.
You edit out the hemming and hawing. This will be a mighty short episode.
Yes, it will. Well, good. Like I said, you sweep the series with 12 banners tonight. I got 2 in the first one and 1 this time, so 12-3 is the official final tally, I believe. And wow, it went so wrong so fast. But from here we move on. Next week, the final battle. It is scenario number 23, which you will be doing the historical information for, and it is called Coven Carnage. And that will wrap up this whole second expansion for Commands and Colors, and we will move on to Rome proper, and we will engage in all of the political and military intrigue between perhaps Caesar and Pompey as they both wrestle for the leadership role that they both covet so much as frenemies. So any final thoughts for the night before we let everybody go?
No.
Okay. Well, then, as we do each and every week, take a moment and click that like and subscribe and ring the bell if you like. That will tell you when we put these out. It will give you instant notifications because I try to put these up at least once a week. And if you could leave us a comment or two about your experiences watching this or your own experiences playing this particular scenario, we love to hear your feedback, and we will respond in kind. I think that will do it for another fantastic Thursday evening with Commands and Colors. Thank you for a great game tonight.
Thank you.
And we will see you all here next week. Have a great one.
Good night.
Good night.